What's up? What's up? What's up? This your man Dre Mack. You know we gotta do a little G thing up in this mug. You know what I mean? But you already know what we get ready to talk about. Day 7 of the Jonathan Majors trial recap edition. And again, you already know we taking it up in this mug, but we gonna get into everything that happened in day number 7 of the Jonathan Majors trial. Let me just turn this down because you already know I'm a G up in this thing. You feel me? What's up? Ernest Claiborne is in the house. What's going on? And anybody who's watching me or you watching this on the replay, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like all the information that I'm talking about here. And if you give it a thumbs down, put Y in the comment section. Don't be no punk. Stand on it. I don't really care if you down, you either up, down, left, right. You know what I'm saying? Just keep engaging in the conversation here. But we are going to go over day number 7, Jonathan Majors trial. And I'm going to show you some hypocrisy that I'm starting to find. I mean, I already knew this, but I'm letting you know the mainstream media is showing a lot of hypocrisy. A lot of hypocrisy. And I'm going to show you this today. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gann, the Heavy Gann channel for that. Also, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tired because I did film from TMZ yesterday. So whenever I get that footage, I will upload it to my shorts. So if you want to see a brother do his thing on TMZ, check out my shorts. I do have some of the TMZ recordings that I have on there throughout the year, that I've been doing this TMZ thing. It's been a year. And that's dope. And I'm so incredibly blessed to be able to have that opportunity, to be on TMZ for a year. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get this thing started. You already know what it is. The real question is, all right. What's up? My man Marcus is in the house. Good morning to my man. Top of the morning to ya. To all my guys up in the house, man. Top of the mother loving morning to ya. Let me show y'all something. Now, mind you, we're on day number 7 of the trial of Jonathan Majors, right? Jonathan Majors was accused of alleged assault and domestic violence against his then girlfriend, Stephanie McMahon Hemsley III. And all these news outlets, the major news outlets, let me just say it like that, the major news outlets, where y'all at while she's being questioned? I'll let y'all pick and choose of which I want to talk about in this. But I'm going to show y'all something just real quick. I'm going to show y'all something because the mainstream media is not slick. This is why, shout out, and I'm going to shout out, let me shout out these people, that on Twitter who's been doing, when I say doing God's work, they've been doing God's work. So let me shout out to a couple people who's been doing a thing. Flavio Sosa, shout out to Flavio. Shout out to Kat. Shout out to Chillmonger, Blues House Entertainment. Shout out to Dr. Hines. Shout out to Danny Does Law and Policy. Most definitely. Shout out to her. Much love, much respect. Hopefully I can be able to get a time or just to be able to talk and pick her brain, about this case and much more and everything. Shout out to Blabbit, Pillar Melendez, who's been covering the story inside of Jonathan Majors, inside the Jonathan Majors camp. Shout out to these people. Shout out to Pam Entertainment. Shout out to she _ Dres me. You know what I'm saying? All you people who's been doing the Lord's work, covering this story, not letting, the mainstream media tell the narrative. If they can be able to downplay us as just YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, dude got 2,000 Subs, man, ain't nobody listening to that. But we're the ones who's actually telling the truth because we ain't got nothing to lose. So shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Chill's doing this thing, man. Shout out to everybody who's doing their thing, on this. You know what I mean? So what's going on, Professor Film Fam? What's going on? Shout out to She Dress. And again, we could have took the neutral route and not said anything. I don't want to get into it. Let it play completely out. And then afterwards. But then whose narrative are we going off of? The mainstream media's narrative. We're not going off of our own accord to give us our own insight of what we think about this stuff. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who's been doing this. But let me get to something you might find interesting. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Most definitely shout out to Chill, though. Most definitely shout out to Chill. But let me show you this. I want y'all to pay attention to something. This is just off of Google. This is just some of the top stories live. Now, mind you, this is day number 7. This should have been at least from a couple hours ago. Now, the Independent, they got live information. They got information going on 2 hours ago. Jonathan Majors Accuser break down on the witness stand after, this is the AP, after footage was shown of her. What's going on, Rashad? Walker, what's going on? The accuser breaks down because they saw footage of her in that closet with her phone. Yes, Danny was right when she said they found her entrapped in a closet with her phone, going ahead and texting somebody else when she's supposed to be unconscious. What up, Kira? You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're showing it. But look at this. ABC News 2 hours ago. Help me, please. Jonathan Majors testified she was assault safety 1 day ago. They ain't update from yesterday. This is going on 2 days. They ain't update from yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Variety 2 days ago. ABC News 2 days ago. Deadline. Now, again, Deadline's been on it. Jonathan Majors, domestic violence accuser, leaves court in tears over NY body cam footage shown to jury, showing her on the floor. What up, Cornelius? Don't call me Corn. You know what I'm saying? The insider, of course. You know what I'm saying? Accuser says she felt guilty. He was arrested. Now we're starting to see a lot of the information come to light because, again, they didn't have cameras. They don't have cameras in there, but at least we have people on the inside that are seeing exactly what needs to be shown, and that is the video evidence. And that's what it is. Rolling Stone, help me, please. Help me, please. Jonathan Majors ex testified she saw safety, but she was scared. Was she scared enough to run through 5, blocks? You know what I'm saying? To go and find this man? You know what I'm saying? Remember that episode of the pimp named Slipback when old girl was chasing after that car? That was her chasing Jonathan Majors. So this is what I'm saying. This is, again, why you have to be careful about the mainstream media. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna put myself back on camera and take this down. This is why you have to be careful about the mainstream media. Like Malcolm X said, the mainstream media will make you hate the people that's innocent and make the innocent people, hate the people that's innocent and make the guilty look innocent. You know what I'm saying? And you're cheering for the guilty instead of cheering for the ones that are being done wrong, the oppressed. You know what I mean? So you have to be very, very careful, even with the narrative. Now, again, we talking about this because we have people on the inside that is showing both. They showing it all and saying, look, even I'm like, what are you doing? But if you see the camera footage, yada, 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 then what do you think? You know what I mean? If I'm seeing this from my own 2 eyes, this girl is bobbing and weaving out of traffic like an NFL running back through an offensive line, trying to hit the A gap, what am I supposed to think? Remember, if you go to Rolling Stone, help me, please. Jonathan Majors ex testified she saw safety, but she was scared. Did she find so much safety in chasing him? Again, this is where you gotta be careful about the mainstream media. This is all I'm saying. And a lot of people, you see how everybody ran with the opening statement about Jonathan Majors demanding her to be like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. You see how many outlets, I even see TMZ on TMZ podcast making fun of that. It was a funny moment. Everybody ha giggling and all of that. But where are they reporting on Stephanie over here ducking and dodging and weaving through traffic and almost getting hit to try to get to Jonathan Majors? What about her drinking problem? She see Jonathan Majors go to the bathroom. She stuck around the corner, went and sipped all of the tequila. You know what I'm saying? So what about that? Yeah, she's out here playing real life Frogger in Manhattan traffic. You know what the scene reminds me of? Remember on Coming to America where Akeem was chasing after old girl in the rain? I saw you and him walking in the rain. They were holding hands and now never be the same. That's exactly what she was doing. She was so upset, so adrenaline filled. Remember, her finger is about to fall off according to her, but she has so much energy, so much, how can I say that? So much adrenaline pumping through her system. You know what I'm saying? She didn't feel her finger. She didn't feel the cars. All she wanted was why he was dating Cleopatra. You know what I mean? That's what it really is. All the tequila. You know what I'm saying? You know my boy Steve Boston. I had a shot of tequila. What? A shot of whiskey. What? 2 shots of whiskey. What? A beer. What? Another shot of tequila. You know what I'm saying? Serious Rabbit tricks are for kids. What? 1 shot. What? 2 shots. Oh man. Let's get into Kat. Shout out to Kat. You know what I'm saying? Miss Marco Polo on Twitter. So happy I followed her account. So happy that I was that, you know what I'm saying? I even inboxed her. Hey, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? All that. In a Bloody Mary. What? If I didn't get in trouble with WWE, you know what I'm saying? I'd do it. Hey, yo, she mentions you a lot, Gray, about getting the emojis ready. In a Bloody Mary. What? She was over there drunk. You know what I'm saying? She was drunk. Let's keep it real. All right. So I'm going to pull this and I'm going to just go. I'm gonna start kind of at the beginning, and then I'm gonna recap here. Justice Note, what is going on? Justice Note is in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Had a Bloody Mary and a beer, 2 beers, 3 beers. What? A shot of tequila, a shot of whiskey. So I can't get in trouble if I do it myself. All right, let's get to it. Because somebody gonna be like, well, get to the point, why don't you? You're playing too much. I don't want to hear all that playing. Let's get to what Cap via Jimmy. And shout out to Jimmy. We found out Jimmy is on YouTube. So shout out to Jimmy. Quick recap of what's happening in the courtroom with the Jonathan Majors trial from Jimmy, who went to the court to make sure someone will be there and at Danny Does Law's absence. And again, shout out to Danny for doing God's work. Shout out to Kat and everybody who's been on this is seeing the truth for what it is. Okay, so far, the focus on today is on the injuries of what happened in the car, club, and penthouse bathroom. All right, let's get into it. Before the jury arrives, the side discuss an issue on Stephanie's medical records. There's a label on the paperwork noting domestic abuse. Both sides stipulate for redaction. Jury enters. First question. Did Majors talk to you about your working visa? Yes. Majors was going to help Stephanie with this when she came here to stay with him so she could also work, but this was never accomplished. But guess what? I got some news for you. I got something for you. You may find this very interesting. Hold on. Let me log into something real. Let me log into the book named Face real quick. Oh, come on. Okay. Give me just a second. And let me log into my Facebook so I can get Danny posted something on her Facebook page that I find quite interesting. And I think you guys will find this quite interesting. Also, now remind you, it says that she couldn't get a working visa, right? that Majors was going to help her do it. You know what I'm saying? And it never happened. Right? That's what it was said, right? So hold on. Jesus Christ. Dang it. I just want to log in. Hold on. Because I really want you guys to see this. Because this is going to make so much sense. So much sense. So give me just a second. Shout out to man with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Mark, man. Okay, I got to start getting my little super chat little banners going on, but I appreciate the super chat. My man Underrated Shelf with the 5, man. Appreciate that one. Appreciate it. Let's update that. All right. I'm going to go to Danny's page, and again, this is going to make so much sense. And then you're going to be looking again. Remember, the NYPD was not supposed to, give her any type of special treatments or anything, right? That they wasn't supposed to do that. But look what I'm gonna tell y'all. Boy, I'm telling y'all. Look what I found on here. Looky. I smell hooky. Check this out. This is from Danny's page. Now, she says the defense started asking this question yesterday. The prosecution's objection was sustained. Read up on it at dhs.gov, the UNT Visa Law Enforcement Resource Guide. DV victims get the fast pass. Thank you, Libra J, Justice for Jonathan Majors. You know what I mean? So shout out to Danny. You see me, I'm most definitely bringing this on the show. So let's go over it. For a U visa, if one crime is initially detected or investigated, but a different crime is eventually prosecuted, does that have an impact on the certification? Let's go ahead and read. A certification is valid regardless of whether the initial criminal activity detected or investigated is different from the crime that is eventually prosecuted. As long as the person is a victim of a qualifying criminal activity, that person may be eligible for a U visa. Examples include an initial investigation of the R word eventually leads to a charge or prosecution of S assault. Both R word and S assault are qualifying crimes. An initial investigation of embezzlement leads to a charge or prosecution of extortion. While embezzlement is not a qualifying crime, the investigation eventually led to a charge of extortion, which is a qualifying crime. A person is assisting in an investigation or prosecution as a victim of extortion, that person may qualify for a U visa. Here is where it gets juicy, y'all. Here is where the juice comes out of the orange. In the process of investigating drug trafficking allegations, police determined that the drugs trafficker's wife is a victim of domestic violence. The victim reported the domestic abuse. The state brings a prosecution against the husband for drug offenses, but not the domestic violence crimes. The wife is cooperating with the drug prosecution. Law enforcement may complete a Form I-19918B certification for reporting a domestic abuse case that is not being prosecuted. The initial investigation of fraud, but yada, yada, yada. But, this is where it hits. This is where I'm taking from this. She knew he wouldn't go give her a visa because you done messed up. You done messed up now, so I'm not going to do nothing for you. Let me go back and show you. And tell me if y'all not putting the timeline together. Tell me if y'all not putting the timeline together. Majors was going to help Stephanie with this when she came here to stay with him so she could work, but this was never accomplished. So the way she got it accomplished, she used that man for a working visa. Y'all not smelling what the Rock is cooking, but trust me, there's bacon and eggs up in this mug, and I don't even eat pork, but trust me, there's a whole lot of bacon and eggs up in this mug. And she used that man. See, now, because a DV case was brought up, they gave her a fast pass to a U.S. visa. That's why when you go up here and it says, did Majors talk to you about a working visa? Yes. Major was, I'm sorry. This Major was going to help her with this, but so she could also work, but it never got accomplished. The easiest way to get accomplished, DV. She used that man so she could be able to work because she's a UK resident. She's not even from the States. Easiest way, fast pass. That's why the prosecution, sustained that objection. If you smelling what I'm cooking, she's using this man. She used this man. You know what I mean? Andre Ware, what's up? I didn't see you. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's get to everything here. The dinner, March 24th, the Japanese restaurant called Karasu that you entered through Walters. Did you have a drink? Yes. It was a margarita. A video is shown of Majors getting up, apparently to go to the bathroom. Stephanie also gets up and follows behind him. She appears to peek around the corner to where Jonathan goes, then goes back to the table, picks up the drink, and drinks it all until it is finished. Do you see yourself picking up that margarita? Yes, that's what it looks like on footage. Jimmy knows. So shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy was out here doing her thing. Jimmy notes that Stephanie answers most of her questions today with this fluffy language like this. Like, yeah, that's what it looked like on footage. So she was getting her back for the whole, I told you she was going to do this yesterday. Pyra Chaudhry got her frustrated with the question, what happened to your boyfriend? Did he prune himself out the timeline? You know what I mean? And she got up and ran back like a person who found out that she wasn't the baby daddy on Maury. That the boyfriend wasn't the baby daddy on Maury. She ran out the back crying and all of that. So she got her off her game. So now she's going to answer everything with an attitude. When you do that, you're doing it with emotions. When emotion is high, logic is low. So you're not going to be able to answer the questions like you really want to. That will hone into everything that you want to do when you're trying to be able to convince a jury that this man assaulted you. But if you come in here and you acting all sassy and all of that, you're not thinking logically, baby. You thinking with all this emotion, and the lawyer is going to take advantage of you. Your daddy's a lawyer. Your mama's a lawyer. Your sister's a lawyer. Get it right. They said, what on the earth is happening here? The timeline and everything. I'm telling you, there is so much going on. Oh, I ain't done yet. Pyra divides the different parts of the night where they enter and leave the car into 3 parts. Now, I love the way that she did the timeline. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Hines and Martin Nicholson Law too, because I follow him too. Making it easier to follow. Car 1, car 2, car 3, all the black Escalade, just 3 distinct periods of time. So you can tell right now she's putting the timeline together. Yesterday, she was all over the place to confuse her. When you're confusing somebody on the stand, they're not going to be able to answer the questions because they're all over the place. They're not linear. You can be able to remember linear timelines, but if everything is all over the place, when it goes back to the linear timeline, you're going to be thinking a little too hard on it. If maybe that tricks you up, maybe I'm not answering the question correct. Maybe I'm not doing that. So that's the reason why she's doing this. All right, let's get to it. All right, so leaving the restaurant, let's go here. Leaving the restaurant, they get into a car. This is where Piper will call car 1, and she begins to ask questions about what happened during that time. Car 1, Jonathan asks the driver. Stephanie does not ask the driver for help. Pyra asked Stephanie if she was wearing a seatbelt. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. Was Jonathan wearing a seatbelt? I can't really remember, but maybe. There are bucket seats in the Escalade. During car 1, the couple are sitting in the middle row, each in their own seat. Did Jonathan ask the driver anything? Yes. Do you remember what he asked the driver? My note here jumped. Yeah, I think he did ask the driver. Did you speak to the driver because you needed help? No, I don't recall. I don't remember. Car 1. Pyra questions Stephanie about the details of the incident at the center of the case. Now we're going to the center of the case now. It's about to get good. Now this is where, again, when you line up questions the day before all over the place to throw you off, Now you got to come back to the questions in a linear fashion. Let's see what Stephanie does now. Stephanie says Jonathan grabs her with both hands. Remember that. Then mushed her face, open palm, then twisted her arm behind her back with the arm bar. You know what I'm saying? So she got her with the arm bar. All right. Which hand, with which hand? I don't remember. Maybe both or one. At this time, did Jonathan have his phone? Yes. So he wasn't trying to retrieve his phone at this point? No, he already had it in his phone, at the phone in his hand. Which hand was he using? I wasn't looking at him. I couldn't see what hand. Do you know if he was using one hand or two hands? I don't remember. Now she don't remember. What does this say at the beginning? Stephanie says Jonathan grabbed her with both hands, then mushed her in the face, open palm, then twisted her arm behind her back with the arm bar. Then when you go down here, do you know if he was using one hand or two hands? I don't remember. Does this sound like a credible witness to you? I think not. All right, let's keep going. Which hand was his phone in? His left hand. I also noted, without a response noted, okay, well, if his phone was in his left hand, how was he using two hands to grab you? Again, let's go back. Let's go back to the top. I'm just go back. Let me rewind it. Let's go back. Stephanie says Jonathan grabbed her with both hands, then smushed her in the face. You know, homies over hoes style. Wee! You know what I'm saying? Then twisted her arm behind her back. That's what she said. Then homies over hoes said, I don't know which one he if he was he trying to retrieve his phone at the time? No, he already had it in his hand. Which hand was he using? I wasn't looking. I couldn't see what hand. Do you know if he was using one hand or two hands? I don't remember. I don't know. Which hand was his phone in? But you know his left hand had his phone in it. Again, she is showing you the inconsistencies of her testimony. This is ain't no fluff, ain't none of this. This is what the mainstream media is not reporting. This is what she did. This is what she said. They won't repeat this. ABC News and none of that is not going to repeat this part. Why? Because it paints this person in a light that is unfavorable. So all that bullshit that they were trying to put on Jonathan Major, can I get an amen in the chat? Amen. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Because this is where it gets juicy. Oh boy, there's more juice in this orange to be squeezed. All right, the chase videos are played again. Jimmy's description matches what we heard from Danny Does Law. Let's go ahead. Let's see what happens on here. Oh boy. Excuse me. She exits the car to run after him. It's like 3 lanes, 3 northbound, 3 southbound. The car stops in the farthest left lane, so traffic is moving on both sides, each side. The car stopped at a red light, and that's when Jonathan runs out of the car. Stephanie runs after him. Stephanie almost runs right into this white car while running. She was running. I was running and almost got hit with a car. You know what it remind me of? Remember Bertie Mac's character in Friday? It was like, look at him, his nasty ass. Almost got hit by the car. Over there trying to go and get some Miss Parker. And right now, she's trying to get some Jonathan. Running through lanes and stuff. Playing Fogger, like my man Marcus said. What do you need to play Fogger for? If she was scared and she was terrified, what are you playing Fogger for somebody that obviously you're scared of? You ain't too scared. You're running through traffic to find him. Let's keep going. Because, oh boy. Now, Pyra asked Stephanie about this point of the video, in particular, where Stephanie almost collides with the car. I didn't notice it. I was just trying to be with him. Walk with Jonathan is what Jimmy noted on of her response. Jimmy asked that it was obvious he was running and she was running. I'm chasing after you. Running after him. Jimmy says more screens of the chaser shown and that Jonathan runs like he really runs. My man takes off Book it. You know what I'm saying? Charging asked Stephanie if she saw Stephanie chasing Majors. Grace responds that, Stephanie McMahon Hemsley responds that she sees her following him. At this point, Jimmy notes that the people seem to be smirking, even a subtle, quiet laugh about the answers being given. Jimmy knows more broadly that some of the question and answering Charger weaved throughout her questioning regarding the pain and adrenaline seemed to highlight inconsistencies. All right, let's get to this. I don't know seemed to be the theme of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just know that he was trying to make me feel pain. I felt pain throughout my entire body. Excuse me. Sometimes I felt adrenaline. Sometimes I felt pain. Question: Do you feel adrenaline? Did you feel adrenaline in the club? Yes. Did it hurt you to move your hand? No. Card 2. Video is played while Stephanie is questioned on what is happening in the video. Let's get to this because, again, this is more good stuff. All right, let's get to it. From the video, Majors is seen entering the left side. This time he goes to the back row to sit. Then you see the right door open, and you see Stephanie is pulling at Majors by the coat while he was trying to leave. Suddenly, a white shirt is visible in on screen. Sergeant asked Stephanie if she could see his shirt now. Yes. Apparently, Stephanie repeated more than once that she couldn't recall seeing his shirt during early testimony, tagging Danny Does Law for the assist. You know what I'm saying? Put the good assist down. You know what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Wade did LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Go James. You know what I mean? So this is definitely when the button was popped off of Major's coat, and we all know tagging Blabbit for the assist of the photo if she can help, because they got the photo of the coat. All right, sidewalk with friends. All right, shout out to Gray because she shouted you out. You know what I'm saying? Now they're on the sidewalk with friends, all of them. So this seems to be the footage beyond what we can see in the publicly available sidewalk video. Chloe is seen holding on to Grace to prevent her from going after Jonathan as Jonathan goes to the car while entering through the side door of the car. Jonathan points, motions visibly, and then Stephanie comes into the car. Then Jonathan leaves. Friends are standing on the sidewalk. Car 3. Both Jonathan and Stephanie are seen entering the vehicle on the left. Then Major exits to the right. Shadri, do you see how he left? No. Did you throw anything on the ground? I don't recall. This question is stricken. It is apparent from the video that Stephanie had thrown something on the ground but was not sure what. At this point, this is where the friends decide to hang out together. Jimmy knows that the friends take a taxi, not the hired car, to a bar together. He believes Jonathan made his own way and the hired driver left. All right, let's get to this because I got to start wrapping it up here soon. So let's get to all of this. Sharjee plays a video of Stephanie meeting the strangers on the sidewalk. Sharjee asked Stephanie, what was the first thing you said to them? Referring to Chloe, Shams, and Max, a.k.a. Captain Crunch, whitehead guy, boyfriend of Chloe. Oh, I don't recall. That seems to be a lot going on right there. I don't recall. Jimmy laughs, says they played a clip. And Stephanie is audibly saying, Jonathan Majors is my boyfriend. Boy, she can't keep a lie going. You supposed to be lying. You can't even do that right. All right, Lucy's in pain. As Sharjee moves forward in the timeline of events, this is where she asks some of the questions she asked about pain. Did you feel pain throughout the night? Sometimes I felt adrenaline, sometimes I felt pain. Okay, did you feel adrenaline in the club? Yes. Did you feel pain in the club? Yes. Did it hurt you to move your hand? No. Jimmy knows a note here that a previous point, timing unknown to me, Stephanie responded to the question about pain with, I wasn't focusing on the pain, I was focusing on the infidelity, which Daddy brought up on yesterday. All right. Did you use any stairs when you got to Lucy's? I don't recall. We already seen that video of her going up the stairs of Lucy. So again, lie. You're lying now. You're lying. Did you take any shots at the bar? Yeah, I took a shot of tequila. What? A shot of whiskey. What? 2 beers. What? And a Bloody Mary. Oh, how many? One or two? I don't recall. Did you take any shots after the first one? I don't remember. Jimmy knows that this is all on video. This is all on video. I actually don't know. Oh, okay, so this is more about Jimmy. So shout out to Jimmy on this one. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can show Jimmy some love. Let me kind of go back because then Kat talks about the makeup. So let me kind of go back just real quick. What do y'all think? Put it in the comment section. What do you guys are thinking about this now? Do you think somebody is making something up? I mean, what do y'all think? Okay, all right. Let me take that away. What time? What time do I got? Okay, I got a little time. All right. I got about 6 minutes. Oh, I forgot one part. The day of makeup. Here's some extra context from Jimmy. When you got home, did you take your makeup off? Yes, I did. I took off my makeup. What did you use? Jimmy. She wasn't definite in this answer, seemingly like she knew where Chaudry was going. Did you notice injuries on your face when you looked in the mirror? Well, I didn't look in the mirror to take my makeup off. You didn't look in the mirror to make sure your makeup was off? Well, I don't wear much makeup. Did you wear lipstick? I don't recall. Do you look in the mirror? No, I don't wear much makeup. She just asked her, did she look in the mirror? And she said, no, I don't wear makeup. I wonder if this was when Para asked Chloe if Chloe had sent her the selfie they took. And Stephanie said she didn't remember if Chloe sent her that one. All right, let's take this. Let's drop this off. Okay, I'm done with this. Now, what do you guys I think time is being, you are absolutely correct, Mundo. Marcus, time is being wasted. You remember, Marcus, you remember when I covered the Tyreek Hill audio here when I first started podcasting. What was that? 2018, 2019, when I pulled up the video and how KCTV5 did the same thing that they did to Jonathan Majors. I put the same thing with the Tyreek Hill video. Pulled the whole entire video because people was trying to mush and shame him. And this is exactly why we got to get everything and make sure it's in context. Because when it's in context, it makes a lot more sense. Because people out here playing. You got a free visa let me not do that because the thumbs up coming up. Make sure y'all put a thumbs up in the chat. Because my laptop is saying put a thumbs up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reason why we have to have context in everything that we're saying in this. The reason why we got to have context is because anything could be taken out of context. Oh, I'm a great man. I'm a great man. And I need you to be more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. Oh, we're going to take this and make a headline because you got to be crazy to tell a white woman, that she needs to be like a black hero, a black hero amongst black people when she's clearly a white woman. Oh, let's make jokes out of that. You see what I mean? This is why you got to be careful about getting snippets and all of that. Let's get everything in full context. And then we make our decision about what is going on. Exactly. Where's Creed Trainer? Throw in the towel. And make sure if you want to become a member so you can get priority messaging, it's only $2.99 a month to be a part of Drake Max crew. The crew. That's what I'm saying. Shameless plug. Let's go to this. You know what I'm saying? So basically the only thing she recalls is Major being the S word, abuser, and a cheater. Yep. She was a liar, a cheater, heartbreaker, deceiver. She got drunk, broke her finger, scratched her own neck, went home, made it look like she took herself off the census, probably planned to entice Jonathan Majors, but it all backfired. Yup. Steph is playing with Jonathan Majors' life. She's playing with this man's life. We all see it now. You guys are hearing it. The inconsistencies and everything. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea what the problem is. What is all of this? What is all of this? What is all of this for? I don't blame Stephanie McMahon. It really don't. Because if we go back to the initial text message, she didn't want to do this in the first place. She just wanted her man back. And he was like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Stephanie McMahon. And RKO'd her. You know what I mean? Bam, I don't want you no more. I got Cleopatra. You know what I mean? So the way that I look at it is that it's a waste of taxpayer dollars. Alvin Braggs is wasting everybody's time on this case because, again, he want his office to be like, yeah, we prosecuted these big people. We prosecuted Trump, and we took down a criminal justice attorney who was out here RP, you know what I'm saying? You know, R-wording people. All that's what he was trying to play. That's the narrative he's trying to push to get into more major offices. If you don't know who Alvin Braggs is, the district attorney out in Manhattan, I already know what he's trying to do. And now Giant is just a long list of these celebrities that they're gonna get, but there's a celebrity right now that's out there that's paying people faster than when you hit Broadway or Monopoly. You don't hear any of that. That's all I'm saying. You don't hear any of that. I wonder why. Anyway, shout out. Oh, thank you so much. Olympic Simmer. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now I gotta do my super chat videos. Just wanted to drop to support another brother. Thank you for the content, Dre. Thank you, Unapologetic Simmer. I really appreciate you. You've been rocking with me for a while, and I really appreciate you rocking with me. And thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I really appreciate you. All right. What do you guys got? What do you think? Put it in the comment section below. I got a little bit of time. No, I don't, because I gotta get out of here. I just thought about this. This is my time to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? This is my time to wrap it up. Yes, thank you so very much, Unapologetic Simmer, for the super chat. You already know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
And that's what they got to do with this case. They got to wrap it up. Wrap this case up, B, because somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Dre got me laughing with this stream. Keep it up. Hey, this is what I do. If anybody know me, knowing that I'm bringing a little bit of humor to all of this stuff. So, again, appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, man. Where is my outro at? I need to let this forehead breathe. Let it get some air. Let's go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.